don't really believe in ghosts myself, but there was one moment when I was about 10 years old.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a real story or not. We were about, let's say, 10 years old.
So it's just my mum alone in the house.
I had been feeling a presence in that side of the room.
I was taking pictures as a location scout in an abandoned police office, house building.
When I was a kid, I used to recall things that I couldn't have possibly known about.
I know a lot of superstitions that are not necessarily proven, but I follow them all.
She said did this, you know, that some form of spirits were trying to connect to her.
She heard these footsteps going up the stairs.
It was like a light or something like that. It's but the light made, it was clearly a figure of a man.
I saw a figure standing next to the side of my bed asking me if I wanted to play with them.
I felt something touching my face.
If someone was playing a trick on me, I don't know, but...
Yeah, something weird's happening all the time. It just says, you reckon it's just some kind of a coincidence maybe? Or maybe it isn't.
Belief in the paranormal can be recorded all the way back to 1400 BC with the Oracle of Delphi, who was the most important shrine in all Greece. People came from all over the country of Delphi and beyond to have questions about their futures answered by the Pythia, the priestess of Apollo. Now in 2016, nearly 3,500 years of scientific and technological progress later, one might be forgiven for assuming belief in the paranormal is permanently consigned to ancient history. However, Gallup polls suggest belief is still widespread in Britain, the US and Canada, with polls saying that 1 in 4 people believe in the paranormal. But which aspects of this pseudoscience are truly verifiable and which are mere tricks, and, in cases where there are no victims, does it really matter? To help us find an answer, we had a talk with Stephen Mearer, a parapsychologist who founded the scientific establishment of parapsychology and has over 30 years of experience in the field.
I've never come across anybody who's not interested in the field of paranormal. Surveys alone will say at least everybody will have at least one paranormal experience in their life. In about 3,000 cases of paranormal phenomena I've investigated in 33 years, some of which involve residents, and probably about maybe 10% of those residential investigations has involved people in the field that have unfortunately conned residents into believing all sorts of things, parting with money, and pretty much give them a bad time.
But why do people still search for answers on the afterlife? Sue and Steve Taggart run Shadow Seekers, a donation-based paranormal research group who do residential and public ghost hunts.
For me personally, I wanted to find out if there is life after death. I was brought up by my grandmother, and when she died, I've always heard about these mediums, and they come back and they talk to them and all this, that and the other. And the amount of mediums I've seen have not really had one person that's turned around and said, "You're there, blah, blah, blah." So this was my next step. If I could find a haunted place and actually get tangible evidence or see something or whatever, then I could actually say I believe in life after death.
After running through a few tests, we spoke to Kenneth Drinkwater, a lecturer and researcher at Manchester Metropolitan for the research of cognitive and parapsychology.
I think that the belief system's a powerful thing, a placebo. So somebody's ability to believe that something's actually helping them in a medical sense may well help them. And then studies have been shown that neurologically there's the same effect alongside medication. So medication, placebo, both work. Nothing doesn't work. People are more open to talking about paranormal and have been for the last 20, 30 years. I'm not saying it's a new religion, but people are really open to talk about stuff. We don't know the answers to the questions. We don't know if there is a paranormal thing.
But how and why is the industry making so much money? And what do the researchers in the field think of this as a business?
The field of paranormal is a massive world of entertainment, and it is. And it's a multi-billion industry in regarding the paranormal films and movies. I mean, it wasn't that long ago when I was a spokesman for Hammer horror film, which came out. And, you know, the money behind the field of paranormal is growing every single day.
All facts is, when it comes to investigations, ghost hunting, for want of a better word, the market product, it is big business. You know, there are plenty of companies out there doing it, and there are plenty of venues ready to take the money. It is lucrative business out there.
We personally don't think you should be making money out of dead people. We do it because we want to know if there's anything out there, what comes next. You don't charge people because they're scared out of their wits. Why would you want to?
Since recorded history, it is clear that people have sought help from others to explain mysteries of the past and future. But to what extent should an industry be allowed to arise from that human need?